Alright, today we are multiplying 3-digit by 2-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm. Make sure you write the title at the top of the page and today's date. Alright, our first question. Example number 1. Kristen had a summer job as a lifeguard. She worked a total of 385 hours during the summer and made $12 per hour. How much money did Kristen make over the summer? Alright, let's plug in what we know. We have 385, excuse my 3, times 12. So one thing that I like to talk to my class about is dancing, and I'll show you what I mean. Our numbers at the bottom have to dance with the number at the top, and we always start with our ones place. So our 2 will have to dance with the 5 first, with the 8, and then the 3 before the 1 gets his chance to dance with the numbers at the top. So let's start with what we know. Let's do 5 times 2, which is 10. We're going to put our 0, and we're going to carry our 1. Next, the 2 is going to dance with the 8. So 2 times 8 is 16. But we cannot forget our 1, which makes 17. Last but not least, our 2 is going to dance with our 3. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now that we are moving from our ones place to our tens place, we have to put the 0 as our placeholder to hold the place in our ones. So now the next numbers we're going to multiply is 385 times 10. So now 1 is going to dance with our 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 3 is 3. We can cross out the numbers we've already used. Alright, now that we have our 2 partial products, all we have to do now is add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 5 is 12. We're going to carry our 1. And 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry the 1, 16. And 1 plus 3 is 4. Alright, let's move on to our next problem. Example number 2. Ellie went to the store to buy gifts for her church group. She bought everyone a set of blocks for $15 each. There are 143 people in her group, and we want to find out how much money did she spend all together. So I'm going to read it one more time. Ellie went to the toy store to buy gifts for her church group. She bought everyone a set of blocks for $15 each, and there are 143 people in her group. So how much money did she spend all together? So let's set it up using our standard algorithm and plug in what we know. So we have 143 people and $15 each is how much the toys cost. So we can go ahead and make turtleneck, turtle head, whichever one you guys want to call it. I know some of y'all call it the Mr. Cox head, because my head shake funny, but it's whatever you want to do. Alright, so we talk about dancing, and so now we know our ones place is going to dance with the numbers at the top, all of them, and then we're going to give our tens place a chance to dance. So first, our 5 is going to dance with our 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. We're going to put our 5 and carry our 1. Next, we have our 5 is going to dance with our 4. So 5 times 4 is 20, but we cannot forget our 1 up top. So that is 21. Alright, and last but not least, our 5 is going to dance with our 1 in the hundreds place. So 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So now that we are done with our 1's place, we're going to move to our 10's place. And when we go from the 1's place to the 10's place, we put a 0 or goose egg as our placeholders in our 1's place. So now our 1 is going to dance starting in the 1's place. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 1 is 1. Now we have our partial products. Let's add them up. 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. We're going to put a 1 on 1's place and carry our 10. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So our answer is 2,145. Let's go to our last example. Example number 3. James wants to make a soccer field using artificial grass. He wants the field to be 112 feet by 58 feet. How many square feet of artificial grass does he need? I'm going to read it one more time. James wants to make a soccer field using artificial grass. He wants the field to be 112 feet by 58 feet. How many square feet of artificial grass does he need? All right, let's set up our standard algorithm. So we have 112 feet by 58 feet. We're going to go ahead and make our turtleneck or gooseneck or Mr. Cott's head, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to start dancing. So 8 times 2 is 16. We're going to put our 6 and carry our 1. 8 times 1 is 8, but we cannot forget to add our 1, which makes 9. And 8 times 1 again is 8. So now we're moving from our 1's place to our 10's place. And we have to put a 0 to hold the place. Alright, next our 5 is going to dance with the numbers at the top. So now our 5 is going to dance with our 2 in the 1's place. So 5 times 2 is 10. Put our 0 and carry our 1, cross out what we already used. 5 times 1 is 5. But we can't forget our 1 up here, which makes 6. And 5 times 1 again is 5. So now that we have our 2 partial products, all we have to do now is add them together. Alright, so 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. And we carry our 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Our answer is 6,496 feet. Alright, so our back to school problem. Make sure you write this on the left side of your notebook. Solve it and bring it back to school. We'll discuss it in the morning. Jose raises dairy cows. He has 162 cows. Each cow produced 41 gallons of milk last month. How many gallons did the cows produce altogether last month? See you guys tomorrow. Yeah.